Judge, good to see you again.
Good to see you too. Thank you for having me.
We're seeing you, of course, by Zoom for our
Yes.
podcast listeners who are like, what are you talking about? Is she in front of you there in Amarillo or what? Hey, we fully expected to give you a call and to think that, and to hear maybe that things weren't going too well with the vaccine distribution in Potter County and in Amarillo. But that's just the opposite of what you told us.
You would have been very wrong. Yeah, we are doing so good that I swear people are calling us just to ask us how we're doing it. You know,
Wow.
we have such a good City of Amarillo Health Department that just took a hold of it and just said, we're going to do this, and it is getting done.
All right, so can you bottle that? What is the magic for any other county officials who are listening around
I don't
Texas?
know if there's any magic involved with it. I think it's just good organizational skills and knowledge of what needs to be done. And I haven't yet quite figured out how they're getting so many vaccines here, but we are, and we've administered about 25,000 so far.
Wow. And so how much of the population is that there? Obviously, it's only a fraction of the population,
Yeah.
but
Not that much if you look at it that way. If you break it down, it's not that much, but we're still getting more. And so we anticipate that they will continue to show up at the Civic Center, at the Veterans Hospital, at the two other hospitals we have, their own doctor's offices, and what all to get this vaccine. And it's working. It's working for us.
Judge, we've been seeing a lot of waiting lists, especially in some of the larger counties. Collin County, for example, really stands out for a long waiting list for people who are eligible to get the vaccine right now, but just can't seem to track it down. Have you all experienced anything like that? Do you have people who are sitting on a waiting list at this point?
We do not. We do not. And I really don't know why. I've contacted the mayor and the health department today to ask them that very question, and I haven't heard back from them. So we're not having a waiting list at all.
wow. Judge, we've been checking in with you for months now since all this started last year. And I remember you saying early on, like all parts of Texas, but there are some people who are just, Texan through and through and who
Yes,
don't
sir.
want to be told what to do.
Yes, sir.
Have you seen many people there in Potter County or in the Panhandle who
Yes.
have not wanted the vaccine?
I'm not going to lie to you. Yes, there are plenty of people that refuse to wear a mask. There are plenty of people that still go to the bars. You know, our hospitalization rate had to be below a certain amount for me to open the bars back up. It is not there yet. It was in the 30 percentile for a while. So I shut the bars. And what they did? They went around it and they found a way to open them up by having food. So they opened up anyway, and that increases the numbers every time, because you have a gathering, that's what's going to happen. So yes, there are many people that refuse to do what they're supposed to be doing.
So in that vein, do you know if there is a rejection of the vaccine there? Or do you know if there is a sizable amount of the population that doesn't want to get it?
I don't think there is, but there are people on Facebook. I have friends that say, nope, I'm not going to get it until I see a result from other people and make sure that they're okay, no one dies from it or whatever. So, there's always going to be that. I don't care where you are, where you live. There's going to be somebody like that just doesn't want to be the first one to get it. And I didn't mind. I was first in line. One of the very first 400 in line. So, and it took about 40 minutes to get through the line and get it done. And it was painless. It had a sore arm for about 24 hours. That's it. So
Wow.
I go back for my next one next week, and we'll see what happens.
Congrats on that.
And Judge, you tell these
I don't want to
people-
get it. I don't want to get that virus.
You don't want to get the shot?
I do. I don't want to get the virus.
Oh, the virus. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you tell these people that the vaccines from Pfizer, Moderna, and even Johnson & Johnson's, which is coming out, they've all gone through clinical trials with tens of thousands of people who've had it.
Right. And people say, well, there's not been enough time for them to see if there's any side effects. And, do we say that for the flu shot? No. Do we say it for the shingles shot? No. Do we say it for the pneumonia shot? No. So I'm all on board. I'm going to do it no matter what.
Judge, I would think that the cell job would be an easy one, especially what you all have been through there in the Panhandle. Talk just a little bit about how much, we think about the big cities where we've seen the outbreak. This has ravaged your area there.
We have had a really, really tough, very, very sad time with this. We had portable morgues everywhere. We had 4 or 5 refrigerated trucks full of bodies for quite some time. And if you don't think that is an eye opener, drive by that and look at it. We do the cremations for the indigent. We did 4 last week that died in November, and they just now got time to do them. So finally, the portable morgues are gone. And so things are looking up a little bit, and their numbers are slowly declining. And that's a good thing. But I tell you, it's an eye opener and a heartbreaker to sit around and watch what's going on around here and how big the numbers were. Our hospital rate was horrible. Our the ventilator, we were out for a while. So yeah, we had to really we had to get travel nurses to come in and help. Our hospitals were just packed, and our mental health population is going up too. People are depressed. They're depressed, and they have loved ones that have died. I have 6 friends myself that have died from this that I know personally, and it's very depressing. So our mental health population, we had 16 new cases today, just today. So,
when you say mental health population, are these, what are you talking about there? Are these cases coming to the county or what?
Hospital. They come through my court, and I do all the mental health hearings for the entire Panhandle. But this is just Amarillo only, and it's just people are depressed. And
Judge, I know that you've been in close consultation with Governor Abbott as the state has tried to coordinate this COVID-19 vaccine rollout. What are the sorts of things that you say to him, and what is he saying to you right now?
I haven't talked to him specifically, but I am on that task force that he put me on, and we have met 3 times so far, and it's all about vaccine. That's all we talk about, and it's working, here, and our numbers are slowly declining. And I can't say this because of the vaccine, but I'm saying that people are, I think, waking up to the fact that we have to do something, and we're not going to be a statistic.
You say that it's working. If you could change something right now, though, what would you change?
All the people that died. That's what I would change.
Going
forward, I think that perhaps we would have taken it a little bit more seriously at the beginning. A lot of people thought, oh, this will pass. This will go by just like a bad flu. In about 3 months, we'll be back to normal. And we're not back to normal yet. It's coming up on a year in March, and we're not anywhere near normal right now. So there's a lot of thought that I put into it, to what's going on in my county. And it's very sad.
But Judge, of course, the vaccine distribution is certainly good news for you guys. But at this rate, how long do you think it's going to take to get everybody in Potter County who wants the vaccine to give them the actual vaccine? How long is that going to take?
With the rate that they're doing it right now, as quickly as they can get you in and out, I just don't think it's going to take. If we have enough vaccine, I think people will get in line and go get it done, because it's all indoors now. There for a while, they had to stand outside, and it was a little cool. They figured out a way to snake them through like a Disney World ride. And so that's what they're doing now. Everybody's inside, and if you can't stand, they get you a wheelchair. So it's we're working it, and it's going to work. So I don't think it's going to be much longer till we get everybody done.
Wow, this is surprisingly good news.
Yeah.
We just don't hear much of this these days, especially with this vaccine rollout, which has hit some stumbling blocks along the way. I do want to ask you, though, on the other side of things, the not so happy news, from where you sit, what is the struggle like right now? We keep seeing these, jobless claims. We see the risk of eviction with a lot of people, or that they may not be able to make their mortgage. Are you seeing that in real terms still?
Oh yeah, it's here. The eviction rate is astronomical, and you feel bad for the people who can't pay their rent, but you also feel bad for the homeowner who can't collect the rent.
Right.
So there's no win-win situation here. It's a lose-lose, because they're both losing out. So the people are staying free, but the guy who owns the house is not getting paid, but they can't pay because they're not working. So it's been a struggle. Yeah, it's been a struggle.
You still sound hopeful, though, Judge.
I'm always hopeful. I will always be that way. It's just the way I am. That's good old y'all stuff here.
Absolutely, and the vaccine isn't. It's in short supply everywhere, but really in Dallas. So if I make the drive up there to Amarillo, You think you can score one for me?
I'll get you here. I'll get you here. My son lives in Collin County. He's telling me, and he's 44, 45 years old, and he says, yeah, we can't get them here. So
Not at all.
yeah.
I was going to ask you, do you have concerns about that, though? Do you have concerns that you might get people from other counties there in the Panhandle, or heck, even people driving in from not too far away Colorado or Oklahoma?
We've already had that. We've already had it, and we're not turning them away. There's no way we would turn them away. They've come from New Mexico, Oklahoma, Colorado. We'll take them. So,
Wow.
Open arms.
Well, good on you for doing that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's saving some lives.
I sure hope so.
Judge, it's always good to talk to you, and stay healthy up there. Good luck to you guys on getting this distributed.
Thank you for having me, and y'all be safe.
Judge, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.